Air. It's way too early for the fake. This that real game for real bros. No decaf, no cap. Welcome to Shogun Bros, no decaf. Live every weekday, 6:30 in the morning, Central Time. Did you hear what I said? Central Time. We talk dogs, bloodline building to yard work, from stud talk to the truth behind the pups. This ain't no highlight reel. It's how you really build legacy. Shogun Bros, no decaf. Pull up, pull up, handle yours. This ain't just content, it's culture. Welcome to the Cookout with Toyo, where family vibes meet front porch truth. No scripts, no filters, just heart, heat, and hot plates. Ooh. Step up with elevated perspective, with elevated game for grown men and women building mind, spirit, and vision. And men at work with Pimps Over Simps. Choice. Real convos, no cap, all purpose for the men behind the mission. 3 shows, 1 network, all gas, no decaf. Put no creamer in my man. Look, Shogun Unlimited, man. Press play and get man. Come on, press play, press play. We back again with another one. Lord J in the building, man. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna let it fill up a little bit before I get started, man. But this one gonna be we're gonna have fun with this one today. We're gonna have fun. Big A tap in a minute. He gonna be here in a minute. He Lord, he handling business right now. He at work. He at work while he at work. What's up? What's up, man? Let's see who in this motherfucker. Who in here? Who in here? Let's see who in this motherfucker. Let me see. Still messing around with it. Learning this app, you feel me? Samurai in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? We got 4 people watching. I see 2 people and me in the comments. Don't just watch, speak, say something. Don't be weird. Don't make it weird. Yeah, how y'all doing this morning, man? What's going on with you? I'm just out here sticking the movie. Y'all hear the cars in the background, man. I'm always on the move. Always got something going on. Went to bed at 2, was back up at 6. Yes, sir. Let it fill up, let it fill up, let it fill up. Who up in here? Lone Wolf, what's good? Tapping in again. One more again. I don't even know what the day is, man. What we talking about today? Man, today we're going to talk about success. That's what I want to talk about today, man. I'm going to go ahead and throw that up there for y'all. Y'all got something to look at. Only you can define your success. That's what we're going to talk about today, man. Only you can define your success. I'm going to go ahead and get it started, man. I'm excited about this one, man, because I've had a lot of success in life. Everybody's definition, personal definition of what they think success is, may vary. But at the end of the day, you define your success, right? You define what what goals you set for yourself, right? And you achieving them goals, you determine what that is. Um, it's we've been trained from childhood, right? To quick, what's good, man? We've been trained from childhood to try to fit a narrative that's not ours, right? Um, and when you really think about it, it's it's a system in place, right? And it's not in our benefit, right, to be a part of that system or the uh it's basically a social construct, right? You want to talk about the status quo or just what the normal expectation of a man is, right? It's never really, when you really think about it, it's never really in our benefit. The things that are expected of us to do, right? You think about the American dream in itself, it really don't benefit us, right? Get a good job or, start a business, you got a decent business, you making money, you got a good job, you making money, you find your woman, you get married, you have children, buy a house, get a dog, and, you live happily ever after. It sound good. Big Hill, what's good, man?
Hey, Big Hill, what's happening?
With the chip early in the morning. You must have had a good life, man. You came in here. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Man, look. Yeah,
Dickie, what's
man.
good? Who else in here? Tony,
Yeah.
what's good?
What's happening?
Tony says
Yeah.
hands full. Hey, man, we men, man. Our hands always full, man. We need
Yep.
four of them, man.
Yeah, and 26 hours in a day.
Yep.
Not
Right.
25, 26. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
What's going on, Big A?
Man, can't call it, might spoil it, man. Get myself together real quick. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to, man, take care of some business. But I'm back. Like, I ain't gonna say it. You already said it. You know what I'm supposed to say. You
Man,
know what I'm
doctor
saying?
in here. Salute. Salute.
Yeah. Salute. So we talking about only you can define your success, correct?
Yes, sir.
So, question: what about society's version of success?
So that see, you can't. I don't know if you can hear me talking, but you literally
Uh-huh.
just came right up perfect. Perfect. Because that's literally what I was just talking about.
I understand. I understood the assignment, sir.
So right. So basically what I was explaining was how from a child, right, we're taught as young men, and it don't matter your nationality. I don't care if you black, yellow, green, blue, gray. I don't care what your nationality is, how you was raised. If you were born in the States, right, in the US, there's a certain narrative or a certain expectation that's placed on you um, from a child, right? Even as a young man, it's certain things
Yeah.
that are expected of you. For instance, let's start with this, right? Even as a child, what are we told as a child? Little boys, don't hit girls, right?
Yeah.
Why are you told not to hit girls?
I don't know. Tell me.
It's never explained. That's my point.
Oh, man.
We were just
Yeah.
told, oh, you don't hit girl, boys don't hit girls. Well, why?
Yeah.
If she hit me, why can't I hit her back?
Yeah.
Why does she have the right to cause me physical harm, but I can't defend? I can't even defend myself.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't teach my son that.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't teach him to be.
I don't teach my daughter that either.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and my son or my daughter, I tell my daughter all the time, if you put your hands on somebody, you should expect to get hit back.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me that a human being in their mind believes that they can physically assault a person and nothing is going to be done in retaliation. That's
Right.
insanity.
Right.
And that's poor parenting, right? So
Mm-hmm.
to stay on topic, like, all right, when we young, right, we're told that, okay, you can't hit girls. It's like, okay, and then you are in your mind, you're like, okay, I can't hit girls. But then you get in a situation where, a girl is hitting you or, because you know how it is when you're young, if a girl like you, they
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to just come out and be like, hey, I like you. They got to be mean to you and hit you. And I don't know who, I guess they dumbass mother told them, yeah, you like them, be mean to them. They like when you be mean to them. I'm like, who the
Right.
fuck likes getting treated like shit?
Mm-hmm.
Man, we like love and affection and attention too. Like, what the fuck? I want to be wanted too. The fuck? Why the fuck would I?
Yeah.
Oh, she
Yep.
like me because she mean to me. Like, the fuck? So even from
Mm-hmm.
a child, we're lied to as a child, right? We're told that women, oh, women mature faster than boys. Okay, then why do you have so many teenage? They got a whole show called what was that show used to come on MTV with the teen moms?
I
I
can't
think it
remember.
was called Teen Mom or something, but it's like 15, 16-year-old girls pregnant. How are you pregnant at 15? If you sharper than me, right? You reach maturity before me, right? You're more intellectually inclined than I am. How the hell can I talk you out your panties? Make it make sense. You can't make sense out of it because it's nonsense. I know grown women who act like they 14. And sister, I don't know if y'all familiar with Sister Shahrazad Ali. She said in her book that most women, they're they may develop in other aspects, right? Mentally, but emotionally, most women aren't older than the age of 14. Now, when y'all think about your moms, think about your aunts, think about your sisters, think about your wife, think about your baby mama, think about your girlfriend, all the women in your
Hey,
past and the women in your present.
so I
What's
got a
up?
question. Did I send you that video from Joe Button this morning or yesterday?
I about had to
So
check.
okay, so they were having a conversation about abuse
Mm,
and men hitting women or whatnot. And the topic came up and the guy that I think Lauren was or whatever her name is was asking do you think it's right for men to hit women? And the guy was like, well, you know what I'm saying? She said men shouldn't hit women. He said, well, let me ask you a question. He said, nobody should be hitting each other.
right.
Abuse is abuse. He said, right. Now, if we're talking and I tell you to shut up, do you think it's wise to keep talking?
Right. But this is the thing though, Big A.
I'm
There's no, but it's funny, but it's funny now going in the situation. But when you're in that situation, it's very frustrating and
it's
annoying.
serious. It's
You know what I
serious.
mean? And it's childish, but that's why it's so annoying because it's childish, right? You're
Mhm.
expecting a woman who may be your age or older to conduct herself in a manner that a woman of her age should conduct themselves, right? But
Mhm.
you talking about a person. See, women and men are different, and that's the thing. Like nobody wants to accept that.
Yeah.
Women are ruled by their emotions and their feelings.
Yeah.
Men are supposed to be ruled by logic and reason. We're supposed to
Mhm.
think logically and women feel, men think. If you ask a woman what she thinks, she's going to tell you what she feels. If you ask a man what he feels, he's going to tell you what he thinks. Well,
Yep.
baby, what do you feel about? How do you feel about this, that, or the third? He's gonna tell you, well, I think da 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 da. You didn't. You weren't asked what you feel, my nigga. You was asked. I mean, you weren't asked what you think. You asked what you feel. But that's natural.
Mhm.
It's female nature and male nature. Women respond based off how the interaction or the statement makes them feel.
Mm.
So I don't care how you feel about it. I care about what you think about it. And what you should think is, okay, let's use logic and reason as men, right? If you
Mhm.
have a woman, if we understand that female nature, right, is chaotic, right? That's why they need their fathers. They need that structure and that discipline from a man. This is why I said the other day it's traditional for the father to give the daughter away to the husband. Because the woman is always supposed to have a covering, just like the children, right? They're always supposed to be protected and provided for.
Mhm.
Now, if that woman hasn't had that foundation, right, with her mother and father from childhood, how can she accept your structure and discipline if she never had her father's structure and discipline?
Yep.
These are the women that,
If
you
you
tell, hey baby, I think you need to go change that or take that off.
what?
Oh, you trying to be controlling, you trying to control me. No, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to save you
Yeah.
from yourself. because a woman without a headship is a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
We see it every day. Women just out here destroying themselves. Most of the women are fat as fuck. They big as hell because they have no self-control.
Yep.
And then on top of that, not only do they not have any self-control, they have no accountability. So not only are you big as shit, you made yourself this fucking huge, but then you expect me to accept you, right, as you are.
Yeah.
But I
Mm-hmm.
got to come with my shit together.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I keep telling y'all, that's how you know a woman that has dealt with a lot of men. If she has a laundry list of requirements that you must meet, for one, she don't view you as that nigga. Because if she viewed you as that nigga, ain't no list. She
Yep.
gonna take whatever you got to offer because you that nigga.
Mm-hmm.
But you might be that nigga, but it don't matter. She has to view you in that way. If she don't see you in that light, it don't matter what you come to the table with or what you got to offer. This is why Pimpology 101, baby. It's game.
So
Free game.
I
Fuck with
told,
the chick that like you, not the one that you like.
yeah, I told this chick because we was talking and she was telling me, and she was telling me she was making a list for her dream man. I said, okay, let me see the list. And she had I'm talking about a long list. I said, well, where's your offering list? Everything that you request, you need to have something that you offering in that place if that's what you want.
But
Now,
look,
can you match? Can you match
they
that?
they don't have it. That's why they expect you to have everything that, think about it. All the shit that a woman expects you to have, it's never something that they already currently have. It's always something that they're lacking.
Yes, but I understand that you lack in this area. But where are your strong points and what do you have to offer? Like Patrick O'Neal said it best. He said, okay, let's just say you got in an accident and your pussy got
Oh yeah. You got an
got
accident. You can't. Your pussy don't
yeah
work no more. Yeah.
your pussy don't work no more, right? Okay, now your pussy don't work no more. Okay, now what do you have to offer to the relationship? And he was asking everybody in the crowd. They was like, well, head, you know what I'm saying, ass, like, you know what I'm saying? And he like, damn, well, I asked you what you had to offer, and all you did was offer me extra hoes, and you want me to respect you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
But yeah, that's why I love it. It's Patrice, Tony picking with you. He said Patrick.
yeah. I said,
It,
yeah, Patrice, yeah.
yeah,
I said,
Patrice O'Neal.
yeah, yeah. I
But he the
said,
GOAT,
thank you.
man. I listened to a lot of his old it wasn't a part, I think it was a talk show, like a radio talk show he used to do with this
Yeah,
guy. I can't remember the guy's name. And
yeah.
man, he be talking that shit. You hear me? And but
Speaking of, that's what I'm getting on today. I'm making the rest of the day a Patrice O'Neal in the background.
bro, I'm telling you, bro, his shit is fire, bro. He be man, and
Yeah.
it's his delivery. It's not just what he's saying, it's how he's saying it, and the he's very sarcastic,
Ooh.
and his
What
delivery
about? I don't mean to cut you off,
was
but what about Travis Hunter?
Travis
Let's talk.
Hunter.
Oh my God, you don't know Travis Hunter, bro?
I would have to see.
Somebody did.
I would have to see some
Oh
of his
man.
content.
Okay, so Travis Hunter is like I could say, kind of next level type Deion Sanders for today's era.
Okay.
He played both sides of the ball on football. He's star NFL draftee, and he got man, he got this girl that he was trying to date. I Man, don't get me lying. It either started in high school or college. I want to say college, but the thing is, he trying to holler at her, holler at her, holler. She won't deal with him at all. She won't fool with him. Her friends had to tell her who he was. Then when she found out who he was, now she'll deal with him.
Hold up. I
He,
know who you talking about. Is that the
yeah,
young boy, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I think we
yeah.
talked about that before.
hmm
It wasn't on live, but I
Well,
think we talked
no,
about that before.
well, check this out. He went ahead and got married. No prenup.
Oh, so he married her.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way, boy.
He did
Ain't,
marry her?
Married her. No prenup.
This nigga, man. Where's his parents? That's why I'd be like, where the fuck are these niggas' parents at? I know his daddy ain't in his life.
Yeah.
And see, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest with you, bro. It be these niggas that ain't that much of a attractive guy. They don't have the swag and the charisma, right? They didn't get girls in high school when they was younger. So when they get a baddie, you know what I'm saying, they lose their mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yep.
seen a clip on TikTok, I think, and I think they got a channel together or something. And he was explaining how they met. And I'm like, bro, like, why would you like this bitch don't fuck with you for real, Slim?
Yeah.
So he
Yep.
gonna be another victim.
No, it's a done deal. It's a done deal.
Yeah, he fucked.
Uh, her plan. I'm saying right now, her plan is either to stay with him for 2 years, then to get divorced, or probably get a couple babies and then go.
Yep.
That's me thinking aloud. I could be wrong,
No,
and
you ain't wrong.
it really ain't my business to be honest. But hey, it's public, so you know.
Mm. And it's sad because there's so many examples out here over the years that you can see like that's a horrible choice to make. And man, bro, but hey, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? We
Mhm.
all been through it, just man.
Yep.
But
Yep.
that
I'm,
goes with the topic though.
mhm.
Only you can define your success. He think he's successful because he got him a baddie.
Yeah, that's right. Only you can prevent forest fires. Only that's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Man. But yeah, man. Dang, he threw me off with that. Dang, he fucked.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the topic. Only you can define your success. So what was
Mhm.
that? I was talking about childhood. So like I said, it starts from childhood. Where we're indoctrinated with this bullshit from early on, right? Oh, you're supposed to open doors for women, all this chivalrous stuff, right? And it's usually your mother that tells you this shit, but she doesn't qualify the women that you're supposed to do this shit for. So
Mhm.
it's a blanketed statement, right? Because you
Right.
assume it's all women. So I'm supposed to open the door for any woman, right? I'm supposed to, if I see a woman, don't matter who she is or what caliber woman she is, I'm supposed to help her if she needs help, or if somebody's trying to rob her or sexually assault her. I'm supposed to jump in and be Captain Save a hoe and come save her and shit,
Mhm.
right? And me personally, I can only speak for myself. I've been in situations like that, and there was no benefit.
Man, I saw a video the other day, and it's sad, bro. It's sad. Dude trying to jump in to help this girl out. Dude, ended up wrestling with the dude over a gun, man. Died.
See?
Didn't have nothing to do with him. Then on top of that, there was a case. I think PBK covered it last month or something like that, or a month or two ago, where this guy he messing with this girl, and he got dogs, and the girl is getting into it with her landlord or somebody. Man, I'll be messing the story up, but so I guess the guy, she said the landlord or whoever she was seeing was right, had deep, like strong armed her for some money. So she called him. He go over there to help her out. He end up um hit, they get in a scuffle. He end up hitting him. The dude fall, hit his head and die. So he go to jail for that. While he in jail, his dogs get loose in the backyard and kill the neighbor.
The fuck?
Man, man.
Golly.
I'm talking about he just imagine you sitting in your home, minding your business, and the whole deal about his dogs getting loose and killing the neighbor, man, he might have been in jail. He might have left right on the spot to go handle that business.
Right.
And next thing you know, he in cuffs and his dog's loose. Then they go, they've been out longer than what they should have, and they getting into stuff. And the next thing you know, they on the neighbor. And you know what I'm saying? And you getting blamed for that. But that's like, damn, man. Mhm.
Mm. Mhm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man. I tell these young brothers, man, all the time, man. You have to make sound decisions, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sound decisions. Like, yeah, I feel sorry for you, man, but hey, you a grown adult. Y'all wanted equality, so hey, you got to handle that.
Yeah, and I'm about to go in a minute, but I'm out here cleaning up dog mess. Just give me a second. I got some stuff to get off my chest, boy. Let me tell you what. Yeah. Boy. Yeah.
But yeah, man, your success, man, is defined by you. Stop allowing other people to determine uh what you should view as success or what you should view as an end goal for your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of people, even your parents, right? You might have a parent that so you got a dad that didn't make it. He tore his MCL, ACL, or he didn't make it to the NFL or some shit, or and now he trying to push you into sports, or and because he trying to he trying to live that fantasy through you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey man,
Yeah.
that you what you want to do. You might want to be a doctor or a NASCAR driver.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck what you want to be? It ain't what your dad wants you to be. You know what I'm saying? So now he burdens you with the damn, I don't want to let my father down. I don't want to disappoint my dad. Man, fuck your dad
Mm-hmm.
with his bitch ass. Fuck him. Cause nigga, you had your shot. It didn't happen. Hey, that's you. That's your result in your life.
Yeah.
There's other things you can do. You know what I'm saying? But don't put that off on your son. You know what I'm saying? He his own man. Yes, you want the best for him, but push him to whatever his purpose is, and whatever he's driven or what he's into or what his dream. Focus on that. Motivate him to accomplish that. Don't be trying to if he likes football or whatever. Yeah, but
Yeah.
nah. And
But it is certain things that I do think they have to know. They have to know. It shouldn't be a question about it, you know. And that's like if you have a family trade, I don't care what kind of career you want to do. I don't care if you want to go be a doctor. You
yeah,
still need to learn that family trade. You can have whatever career you want to have, but you're gonna learn this family trade. It's getting passed down from generation to generation.
yep,
That's what thing we don't do, you know. Yeah. Especially as a man,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
I
How,
agree.
so tell me this, bro. How you learn how to work on cars?
Now that's interesting. You told me that.
Yeah.
For one, my dad, he is not a car guy. Now he can
Hmm.
change oil. He can he can do a lot of things with a car. He knows
Hmm.
certain things when it comes to cars, but the I'm the elder, or I'm the teacher when it comes to automobile. He's the
Hmm.
student,
Hmm.
right? Even though he's my elder, he's my father.
Yeah.
I put more time, more energy, more effort, more resources into learning, automobiles, engines, suspensions and chassis and, just the electronics and the history and, but he did, you know, he established my initial attraction or love for cars came from my father and my mother.
Yeah.
We would go to car shows, you know what I'm saying? You see the new cars that's coming out. We go to the track, you know what I'm saying, to see the races. So we were around it, you know what I mean? But when it come to actually working on them and hands-on with it, that ain't his, area of expertise. But
Yeah.
he did lay down that original, foundation. Because if he didn't introduce me to certain things, I probably wouldn't have the interest in cars that I do today.
Yeah.
So I took that and ran with it.
Hmm.
So I hope that answered your question.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yep. Without a doubt.
but but yeah, man, like so, like I said, it could be a parent, right? It could be your
Hmm.
mom, it could be your dad, it could be a sibling, it could be somebody at church, it could be a teacher, whatever. People
Yeah.
are gonna try to now this is the difference, okay? Because it's the two ways this can go. Now, I'm
Yeah.
not saying anybody that gives you advice in life or on, the certain trajectory of your life and how you should, go about doing whatever you trying to do or accomplish.
Yeah.
It's what it is it's their intent behind why they're saying what they're saying, right? So if they're telling
Mhm.
you, if okay, I'll give you an example what I'm talking about. Now, if I look at a young brother, right, I'm looking at him, right, and I'll give blanketed or general advice if I don't know the person fully. But if I know them, like I know them, I've been around them, I know their character, I know their strengths and weaknesses. When
Mhm.
I'm giving you advice, like if I gave Big A advice, I'm
Yeah.
going to give Big A advice based off of what I know about Big A, not how I would handle it or what I would do or what I know, because it ain't about
Yeah.
me.
Yep. I
So
tell you, like my homeboy would tell me. He say, "Look, I'm gonna tell you the right way to do it. I'm not gonna tell you what I would do." You know what I'm
right,
saying? Yeah, you're not getting that bad info from me, partner. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, unless you really want to know what I would do, but you
right.
gotta take that with a grain of salt. You know?
But
Yeah.
that's that because these are things that I just learned in life. You know what I'm saying? Trial and error, listening to
Mhm.
motherfuckers thinking, because they in a position. I'm like, damn, I want to be like them, but
No.
damn, they got what I want. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
damn, I'm gonna soak up this game. But they're giving me
Hmm.
a a biased perspective because they're the information that they're giving me is based off of their result, right? So, for
Yeah.
example, I was told that I shouldn't go to
Huh.
DR, right? Because it's not
Yeah.
safe. It's, oh, somebody just got kidnapped or somebody got killed over there last year. And nothing positive, nothing positive. But guess what? Every
Yeah.
person that has something negative to say about me going to DR has never been out the fucking country.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how are you
Yeah.
trying to give me advice or telling me it's not a good idea for me to go somewhere that you've never fucking been yourself?
Because they scared themselves, so they telling you honestly what they would do, how they
Exactly.
feel. Or some of them uh don't want to see you go. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
And for some people, it was both of those. Certain people that
Yeah.
said so had certain things to say. It was both of those. But I knew
Hmm.
that based off the person that was giving me the information or that
Yeah.
I was talking to. So but my point is, if I would my whole life, bro, if I would have listened to what I was told, right,
Hmm.
I would have accomplished any of this shit. I
Yeah.
would have never done anything in life. If I would
Hmm.
have let the fear of failure or the fear of the unknown stop me from even trying, bro, I would have never accomplished anything.
Yeah.
I'd have been working some bullshit job with some fat broad that I don't even fucking like, with some badass children that I don't even fucking like, and just
Yeah.
miserable. Working a
Yeah.
job that I hate around motherfuckers I don't like, going home to a family I don't fucking like, and being fucking miserable, sitting around waiting to retire so I can die.
Hmm.
That would have been my life. But that's the American dream.
Yeah.
And we gotta wake up because in order to dream, you gotta be what?
Sleep.
Oh, okay. Okay.
What about daydreaming?
Okay. Because
What about,
it ain't American reality, it's an American dream.
yeah, but what about daydreaming?
Who dream?
Daydreaming.
You said daydreaming?
Yes, sir. What about that?
You still dreaming. You just dreaming
Yeah.
during the day. So whether it's at night or during the day, you still dream, you still sleep.
Yeah.
You're in an altered reality, altered state of mind,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
another form of the matrix.
Hmm.
So would you rather have an American dream or a reality?
Yeah, reality. But some people don't want to face reality. They want to live in that dream state, man. It's better when you sleep. You know.
That it goes back to that the live we did when I was talking about breaking down the matrix. That cipher,
Hmm.
the one that snitched on everybody,
Yeah.
that set him up. He
Yeah.
ain't want nothing to do with it. But once he found out what the real world, man, I'm tired of eating this snot. It's cold as shit on this shit, but I ain't got no. I ain't trying to be funny, bro. But I'm gonna
Yeah.
keep it 100. You really want to know
Keep it
why I think
100.
Cypher snitched?
Why?
Because he wasn't getting no pussy.
Yeah.
Morpheus had a woman, but He ain't had her in a while, because maybe we figured that out later on in the other movies, right?
Right.
Jada Pinkett's character, right? We know they used to fuck around and shit. So everybody else pretty much had some pussy, was getting pussy in some form of fashion.
Mm-hmm.
When did you ever see Cypher with a woman in that first Matrix movie?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Never.
Yep.
He was flirting with Trinity. Remember when he was about to kill everybody? Trinity, he's smelling her and caressing her and shit.
Yeah.
So he horny, man. He ain't had no pussy in the Matrix. He ain't had no pussy in the real world. He backed
Yeah.
up. He tired of beating his meat. He tired of being on his damn ship. He tired of reading code all day. He rather be in the Matrix.
Yeah. Nah, for real.
So he rather, like, he's the example of what you talking about. He rather live the American dream than to have the reality.
Yep.
And not only that, he didn't get no pussy, as to why he was the type of nigga he was.
Yeah.
He wasn't the man. He wanted to be the man. He wanted to be the chief. He didn't want to be an Indian. He wanted to run the show.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it go, man. Everybody wants to be king. Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yep.
Boy, look here, man. You couldn't give me the crown. You couldn't give it to me. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. Like once you worn it, or once you pick that motherfucker up and felt how heavy it is on your head, you kind of start questioning, do I really want it? Yeah.
No.
That's it. You always want the grass, but that saying that old people say, the grass always looks green on the other side. That's a real statement.
Yep. Nah, you can have that. Hey, don't want it.
Because it always look green on the other side till you get on the other side and realize that motherfucker painted. They painted that grass. That shit dead in the motherfucker.
Then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Sister Soldier saying, I believe this to be true to the core. The most powerfulest man on this planet Earth, after God, is the storyteller. Not the kings, not the queens, not the government, not any of that. It's the storyteller. Let that sink in.
Yep.
Because if you the king, Mr. CEO, all I got to do is be your homeboy and tell you a good story.
Yep.
I can persuade your decision. I don't have to have any power in it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing that the government does. It's not that the government has control over you. It's the storytelling has control over you.
Yep.
The narrative.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So
yep.
That's what it is. But yeah.
You tell a lot long enough, people that believe it to be true.
You know? Yep. It's the narrative. That is what holds the power. The storyteller.
Yep. Or in the past, all right, for instance, to prove your point, every book that you've ever read, whether it be the Bible, whether it be the Quran, whether it be the Book of the Dead, the Torah, I don't care what it is, right? Dr. Seuss book, I don't give a fuck what it is. A man wrote it.
Yeah.
So if a man wrote it, that means you're getting his perspective of whatever he's talking about in those writings.
Yeah.
Now it's different if you're a scribe, right? And I'm telling you what to write down. So you're writing down my words, you're scribing my words, right? But it's still my perspective.
Yeah.
So which means everything you've ever learned, everything you know or think to be true or factual, it's just a man's perspective.
Yep. But when you get to talking that science, it's a little different. You got a little facts, but when it comes to history or anything along those lines, when it comes to laws, when it comes to anything, you are 1,000 correct. Yep. 1,000% correct.
So information, the most important thing on the planet, bro,
is information. I've been hollering. I mean, I've been saying that. You know what I'm saying? I have been saying that. It ain't the money, man. Because guess what? If it was about let's talk. You got money on the table, and it's a trade or whatever. The information is what gets the money in your hands.
Yep, facts.
That's why they have laws against insider trading, but it still happened because the information. If I know that I have a company and my company's gonna go public, and you my partner. And I'm like, hey, man, it's a penny stock. We about to go public in December. Man, all you gotta do is throw 10,000 in there. And when we go public, the penny stock will be $2.50 starting. So you know what I'm saying?
Right.
December come around, you rich. You know, not
Right.
rich. Excuse me. That's not even rich. I mean, you know, you done came up. You done got a good lick off of 10. You know what I'm saying? That's insider trade. That's information. Hey,
Yep.
don't go down there because the laws is down there and they pulling boys over. You don't want to go that way. That's information that can save your life if you're dirty, if you clean, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Information is what count. You know? Yeah. Yep. Don't spend, don't buy this, or you know, this money ain't no good. Then you know, if that becomes the word and that becomes the flow of the mission, and the money lose value. All for the it's you know what I'm saying? Information,
Yep.
bro.
And because I had a conversation with an old head, an OG, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, knowledge is the most important thing. I said, well, no disrespect, but I think that information is the most important thing because knowledge is information applied. When you apply the information, then you become knowledgeable, right? Because now you put it into action and you know it to be true. I know this works because I've done it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So now I'm confident in sharing this knowledge because now it's not information I'm sharing anymore. Now I'm sharing knowledge because not only do I know it, I've done it.
Yeah.
So now I'm sharing knowledge with you.
Yep.
But the knowledge comes from information. So
Yep.
information is the most important thing because that's the root of knowledge is information.
Yep. Without
I'm
a doubt.
knowledgeable about certain things because I read certain information and then applied that information, and that's why I'm knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts with information, right? And I've been telling people for years, bro, like it don't, all right, for instance, most of the people, these gurus and all these people that's online and on social media, they're making money off information. That's not even their information.
That's it, bro. That's it. That is it. You buying seminars for information that don't like, man. Look, man, the
But look, hold
information is
on,
already free.
look. And this is the thing, Big A. The information is free. You can go get it
Yeah, that's what
yourself.
I said. Yeah, it's free. It's free. But that's the thing. But no, this is the thing. And this is what we have a problem with. You always want the easy route out.
Yeah, exactly.
I want somebody to take me, hold my hand, walk me down this path. Don't let me make any mistakes. If you did this tit for tat, then I want to step in your footsteps to a T. What size shoe do you wear? I need to get those shoes right now, so I make sure that my footprint matches yours.
Right.
And it's like that. And the whole thing is this. Let's break down this pyramid scheme. If I have a real live seminar, the only thing that you could possibly get from the seminar is other connections for people that are at that seminar that you might be able to connect with, but you paying $1,500 or whatever, 20,000 or whatever. They only giving you information that's already free. You leaving there knowing stuff that you already knew. Now they taking your money and investing what they should be investing in, and you ain't even got started yet.
Yep.
And it's a continuous cycle, and they never stay in the same city. They always go from city to city to city to city, so you can't catch up that quick.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And by the time they done ran through, they got all this money. Jeff Cardone.
Yep.
He'll tell you as fast as it. And first of all, y'all got to understand this. You got to pay attention to the author's history. Jeff Cardone is a monster when it comes to hustling, but let's look at his history though. Jeff Cardone was a for real dope fiend out there in the streets doing dope fiend hustling. So he's got that street mentality from a dope fiend perspective.
Yep.
Then he jumps from a dope fiend to become a car salesman. How many solid car salesmen do you know?
Not one.
Okay. All right. Now he excels at being a car salesman because he's got that I don't give a F dope fiend mentality.
Yep.
He will do whatever it takes. So let that sink in. Now he excels at it. He's one of the top car salesmen in the nation. He writes books on how his dope fiend hustle to moving it to the cars and the whole nine. Now he jumps into real estate. Now he telling y'all straight up, this was a car salesman, a dope fiend. He telling y'all, hey, do not own a home. That's not how you get rich. You got to get rich by doing this and doing this. Hey, man, I had a guy give me $1 million and tell me, hey, just invest my money and get back to me when I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro. So at
Right.
the end of the day, these people are feeding into this stuff. All the while, mind you, he's but there, him and all the little cliques and everybody of they kind of buying up all the real estate, all the property, and they telling you don't do that. That's not how you get rich. But guess what? You don't have a home. Now you got to rent a home from them. Your kids will never have a home. Your grandkids will never have a home. This land is limited. You got people like Bill Gates and all them trying to buy land down here and take. Before you know it, you in a monopoly. You know what I'm saying? That you can't get out of.
Now,
But
see, he's partially correct, but he didn't give all the information.
right,
Now, I do partially agree with that statement
what you mean?
because I'm gonna tell you, I know everybody has probably heard this in their lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
The goal is to own nothing but control everything.
Right.
So technically, yes, you don't want to own the home, but you do want to have control of it, right? But then how do you do that? See, that's a open. It's like it really
No,
it's
no, no,
giving
no.
you
I
information,
get.
but it's not telling you how
I
it's done.
no, I understand that. But you saying, but at the same time, you not owning a home and owning other real estate, renting out your other real estate. That's cool if you got your foot, if you got a foothold in the game and you got everything understood. But most people are buying into these programs who will never do that.
Right,
Will never get that far because they first of all you buying into a program that you don't even believe in yourself.
right,
So now you're doing all these broken investments, following, trying to put your footsteps in his footprints, and you come up short. So then what? You in your 40s, your 50s, might have been in your 60s. Now what?
right.
You got a home that you got to rent for the rest of your life, or you living in, you know what I'm saying? This because you did all this other stuff. Man, like you know what I'm saying? To the average American, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't be a king. Sometimes you got to stay in your lane and do what's best for you. Some people it's better for them to work and have a strong retirement. You know, do small investments in the stock market for the long haul and everything. Boys start taking it like, and they, you know, they prey on the weak.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Prey on the weak. You know, it's just like a youngster trying to jump into the dope game, don't know anything about the dope game, and trying to buy him a little 50 pack or something like that. If somebody see he green and get him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And that's how it go, man. That's the game. It's like, but all right, for instance, if you notice that this whole guru era has kind of died out, you don't really see as many
Mhm.
people on social media selling mentorships and programs and oh I can but and usually now everybody's hip to that whole shit. So it's like nobody's really subscribing to it. Right.
Yeah.
You got a few people that's still successful in it, they doing it, but for the most part, it's nobody really doing that anymore because it's been
Yeah.
exposed. But
NFTs. You
yep.
know, all of that, man. Like it's
What
a
was the
quick way.
white guy that was pushing that shit? Where he go? Remember
You
the
know,
funny looking
yeah.
white dude that's pushing the
I'm
NFT so
just
hard?
I'm just saying I think he doing time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, but that's what I'm saying. But it always pops up, and this is the thing, and this is what I want to stress to everybody, man. Like, you know, a real come up, you 9 chances out of 10, you're not gonna get rich overnight.
Right,
Every hustle that and everybody has that little bit of want or believe in that seed that it can happen this way, and they believe it so much that somebody knows how to seal that dream every time.
yep,
Every time you done avoided everything in the forest, and then you run into a bear finally. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, it's like that. So people, you know, because people get caught up in them dreams, man. Like, yeah, I know I said I was gonna do this, but then that happened, and it be them ones that's what they good at. They had the gift of gab, and they know how to talk you up
that's
out
it.
your money.
That's it. That's all
And
it
what
is.
and what does that go back to? Who is the most powerful man in the world after God?
Yep.
That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. Cause I had the opportunity, bro. I could be out here for that. I can go be a pastor.
Mm-hmm.
I could be a guru. I could be a
Hey,
whatever. I could do the same shit and be out here taking motherfuckers' money. But I choose
hey,
not
I
to.
can. Yeah, I'm talking about like when I was down. It was a dude was locked up, and my homeboy can attest to this. I can have him come on here because they used to chop it up. Like, look, the dude said, "Man, I was selling dope in the whole nine and everything. I bought my first Benz once I became a pastor." And then, man, you would sit up there because they be sitting at the table right outside my little area, man. You hear them sitting up there talking about plotting and scheming and how you come up and this and that, and them talking about this foul, gifted gab, storyteller,
Hmm.
man, bro.
Yeah, that's all it is, bro. That's all it is. Good talkers, and but
Yep,
somebody who's competent, I see right through they bullshit.
yeah.
I see
That's
right
why.
through it.
That's why, like you know, like they say, the wisest of the wise men was King Solomon.
Hmm.
You,
But why? But why?
man, you tell me.
Okay. Okay. Solomon asked God for wisdom.
Uh-huh.
He didn't ask him for any trinkets, any worldly fleshly possessions, no
Yeah.
power, no none of that shit. He asked for wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I ain't gonna get too deep into it because nobody named Solomon ever existed. But
Nah,
in the aspect of the Bible, from what we understand, right? That's what made him the wisest man, right, that ever lived. Because he
mm-hmm.
asked for wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And with wisdom, it makes sense when you think about it. Because if you have wisdom, what the fuck can't you acquire?
Yeah. Yep.
Why would you ask for? Oh, I want to be the richest man on the planet. Okay, but if you got wisdom, then you'll know how to be the richest man on the planet.
Yep.
Oh, I want to have 20 wives. Well, if you got wisdom, you know it. You can have 50 wives. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what made him sharp because he knew what to ask for. I want wisdom. I want understanding. I want to know. I want
Yep.
information.
Yep.
I want the information. So
Yep.
to get back on topic, bro, success as a man, right? You need to be the one that defines your success. Fuck these
Yeah.
gurus, fuck your family, fuck everybody, bro. If they are not uh an asset to you, meaning they're not motivating you uh
Mm-hmm.
to be on your purpose, then they're a liability. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. And I'm telling
Mm-hmm.
you, as a man, that is the most toughest fucking thing to do, bro. People that it could be your mans, y'all done, man, y'all, this man might have saved your life numerous
Yeah.
times. You know what I'm saying? But you know in your heart, deep down in your heart, you know that this nigga ain't right. You know that this nigga
Bro.
ain't about shit. You know it.
Man.
He might be
Man.
solid to the core, but this nigga ain't on shit, and you know it. And he holding you
Yep.
back, and you fucking know it.
Man.
You know it. I don't care who it could be. Whoever it is. It could be your baby mama, your wife, your children, your parents, your best friend. I don't care who the fuck it is. You know deep down inside that this motherfucker is the reason that you can't get to that next level.
Man.
And I'm telling you right now, until you cut that motherfucker off, you're gonna stay exactly where the fuck you at.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
that's knowledge. That ain't information I'm giving you. That's knowledge. Because when
Yep.
I start cutting certain people off, I start seeing changes. The shit just started happening for me.
Yep.
And I'm like, damn,
And it ain't no regular cutoff. It ain't you done.
yeah, you done. And it ain't no hard feelings. It ain't no,
Nope.
oh, fuck you. No, it's none of that. It's
No, it
none of that.
is.
You
It
just got to
is.
cut them off.
No, it is. It is. Nah, because for me, the way I look at it, it is, man. To the end of the road, dog. I understand we live life and all these things happen. But when it come down to it, at the end of the day, if it come to that part where we there with it like that, that means you was close to me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That means that I've gone out of my way multiple times to give you stuff that I don't have. Bro, I've had somebody text me on my birthday. Happy birthday. Can I get $50? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, when you start burning bridges and stuff like that, it's like, look, bro, you done everything that you can and you still ain't got it together. I can't do nothing for you. You for the wolves. I've
Right.
done everything I possibly can. You didn't, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like you done, like, man, I don't know. That's just me, bro.
No,
But
you're
hey,
right. You're right. But this is the thing, though. It's our
yeah,
fault.
yeah,
As a man, if you want to be successful in life as a man, you have to be able to take full accountability for every fucking aspect of your life.
bro, big time, big time. And the thing is, like I say, man, we all have our struggles in the whole nine, and I stress this on a regular basis. It's one thing to whine and complain, whine and
Mhm.
complain. It's a different thing to vent and think of a solution.
Right.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? If you run into a brick wall this time, you run into a brick wall that next time, you run into a brick wall the next time, and you're doing the same thing that you did to run into that brick wall, and you're asking for help every time you run into that brick wall. I'm handicapping you, boy.
Yep.
I'm
Facts.
handicapping you. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? We grown men around here, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, because that's the thing. Iron sharpen iron. I
Hmm.
might be around you and you getting your stuff together, and I ain't got my stuff together. I'll be like, ooh, that boy, Mr. CEO getting his stuff together. And just being around you, us holding conversations, I'll be like, you know what? I need to follow suit. I'm not gonna be coming to you like, oh, he getting his stuff together. Hey man, can you you know what I'm saying? Give me some money, or
Right.
give me this, or give me that. Nah, bro. Hey, we need to be working on a solution instead of consistently looking for handouts and help me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
At the end of the day, because man, listen, both my parents gone, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? When I was down, both of them died. You know what I'm saying? So it was like coming like Christmases, Thanksgivings, birthdays, they hit different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna hit different. I don't care what anybody saying, all that other stuff, but when you come down to it and you start breaking this stuff down, bro, man, look, you get life is life.
Yeah.
It's life. It's gonna be rough out here in the whole nine. You better learn. You better strap your boots on tight, because because you know what I'm saying. You got people that are sincerely trying to help you, but you got to help yourself.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? No, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when it come down to it, like, yeah, it is a FU. It is, if you ain't getting it together and you don't burn all your bridges. Yeah, bro. No, man, what you think this is? I work hard for everything that I do. I
Right.
got family to take care of. My partners is taking care of their stuff and everybody else around them. But yet, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, man, it don't work like that. You be surprised, like, no, man, no, bro. No. Yeah, that's
Yep.
an F you the long way.
And for example, Samurai, he can attest to this, man. For
Yeah,
years, this been going. I ain't even gonna say for years. It's been over a decade, man. I've been. My mindset has been: if you ain't with me, you against me, right? If you ain't helping
yeah.
me, you hurt me. If you're not an asset, you're a liability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, him and other family members and other friends, they probably view me as like, damn, this nigga fucked up. Hey, damn, hey, that's fucked up. He mean it. Damn, he don't give a fuck. I don't care what you think, because you
Yeah,
haven't yet figured out that this is how you need to operate too.
yeah,
You ain't figured it out yet. He gets it now.
yeah, yeah.
He
You know
definitely
what I'm
gets it
saying?
now. You know what I'm saying? But because
Yeah.
I had been through shit already, and I was
Yep.
able to view my life and my decisions and outcomes, and I was able to watch other people and the
Mm-hmm.
decisions that they were making and the outcomes that they were getting. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, man, this ain't it.
Yeah.
I can't keep pouring into other people, and my cup ain't even full.
Facts. I'm still trying to get myself together.
You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to fill my cup, but I'm consistently pouring into yours. Every time
And
my
you,
shit get almost full, I gotta pour into you. So it's like, but I'm not getting that. You ain't pouring into mine.
yeah, and that's the thing, man. And that's why I say, because when you start to say boys ain't nothing, man, I'm like, man, look, that is something that is heavy, man. Because when you start to saying, okay, define your own success. How can you define your own success when at the end of the day You can't get yourself together. It's not like, look, the struggle is real. Like, I'm struggling as we speak, but it is what it is. I know how to survive. I know how to make it. I know, you know what I'm saying? And but at the same time, as a man, you got it's certain things that you gotta handle as your base. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be out here chasing women and you ain't even got, you know what I'm saying? Where that's what I'm saying, your priorities. How you gonna
Right.
try and go get you? How you gonna try and buy you a car or something like that outside of your price range? And that's what you living for.
Right.
You buy a car, you living for that car, paying a note that you can't afford, and asking for a hand me out.
Yep.
How does that work? You make a bad decision financially, then you want somebody to come clean it up. You done ran out of all your, you know what I'm saying, situations as far as your, your blood circle, and now you try to reach outside and you burning bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge. Bro, people ain't gonna be dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, man. Yeah.
No, that's facts, bro. That's facts. Because I always say you can't help somebody if they're not willing to help themselves. So
That's it.
if that's the case, then
That's
what you're
it.
doing is not help. What you're actually doing is enablement. You're
Yep.
enabling them.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Because
enabling them to stay in the position that they in because the work that they need to do on self, you're doing for them.
mm-hmm.
Which is
And my
going to end
home.
up being that in the long run, you're going to always have to continuously do that because they can't stand on their own. I can't carry you to the finish line because I got to run the race myself. So I got to
Yep.
carry my weight and your weight and still stay in the lead to cross the finish line first. And you
Mm-hmm.
think you're going to stand up there with me on the podium and hold that first place trophy up with me? Hell no.
No, and then look. So I got a homeboy, and my and my homeboy say, in my worst of times, I even when I had to lean on women, I still was a benefit in the situation broke. You see what I'm saying? We have to learn how to be a benefit. Period. You have to learn how to be an addition to any situation. As a man, we have to work on being you, bro. We sit here and work and we build stuff from nothing, from absolutely nothing. We don't have the funds to do it. We don't have this to do it. We don't have this, but we do have the mindset. You know what I'm saying? And we sit there and we work. All types of stuff happening around you, but you find a way to work. You find a way to come through it and do it because we in this life period, people are attracted to people that bring something to the table, not people that take something from the table. So even if you didn't have anything to give but the game and the information that you had and it was sincere, then you are an addition. But if you walking around with your hand out every time somebody see you, then you a problem. You see what I'm saying?
Yep. Facts.
And the thing is, it's not about a handout. You know what I'm saying? Because like bending over backwards for boys to see somebody successful has been done for me. I've done it for people and the whole nine, and it should continue. But you're not willing to do something for somebody that's not willing to do for themselves first. So if you got how can you build a team? How can you build a family? How can you build this if you have multiple people draining the progress? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's the thing. And when you start thinking about success, you start thinking about family members, you start thinking about the people that you help, the people that depend on you. You got obligations, man.
Yeah.
Obligations, the dogs that depend on you, all types of stuff. Like, man, there's no way that you can have drainage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The strongest teams that you could possibly have, everybody has something to offer. Something. You know what I'm saying? I might be flat broke, but I got time, I got effort. I got whatever it takes that I got to put in to make to be a benefit in whatever situation. And I'm not talking about I'm not even talking about us. I'm just saying with your family, with your immediate circle. Y'all, it's time to do some real self-evaluating. Who's draining y'all? Who's the one up here who's in your pocket? Who's the one up here who's wasting your time that you don't have to give, man? Because the one thing that you do not have to give is time, man. You can't get that's something you can't get back. We could lose money all day. We could lose this, lose that. You got time to get that back, but you don't have time to get back. Who's draining your time? You see what I'm saying? And who's being an addition to your circle? I promise you, if you can have if everybody is an addition in some form or manner, you have no choice but to grow forward. Period.
Facts. Facts. Facts, man. And it's sad because it's like these are things. All right, I'm gonna say this, Big A. Just imagine, bro, if from a child, our parents and people in the community, everybody you run into, if they all had that mentality and they was instilling that in you, imagine what we would be, bro. And they got all the money, all the resources, all the time, the energy, the sweat, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into a bottomless pit. And think if you were investing all that into yourself, where you be today?
No, so let's talk about money and let's talk about success. Let's take money out the situation. Let's say that we're living off of the land. That's it. That's all we doing is living off of the land. You know what I'm saying? We don't need any money. Just everybody has to put in their due diligence in their work. I can't hunt. You know what I'm saying? I can't hunt. That's not my thing, but I can train these dogs. I can cut hair. I can do this. I can do that. I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Mr. CEO, you a grower. You could grow fruit. You could do this. You could do that. We have such and such. They could do this and do that and do this. That's what, the benefit. Not everybody can put in the same effort. Not everybody can put it, can, what I'm saying, bring the same thing to the table. Is everybody has to put in some kind of additional effort to reap, what I'm saying, for this thing, for anything to grow. And when you had these people that sitting up there draining, you just sitting around here, man. You saw us pick the week. You saw, you know what I'm saying? You saw us do this. You saw us do that. You saw us go through it and the whole nine. Now you smelling the bread. You see what I'm saying? And that's not, and I'm saying this in general in everybody's life, man. We always have these people that's, you know what I'm saying, that drain you of your energy. That's a drain. Drain you of your finances, your time, and anything. And it's time for a self-evaluation, man, because the only way to really get some positive growth is to either separate yourself from everybody and concentrate on yourself, or get with people that are all the way have an addition in some form or manner.
Facts. And I'm gonna use this, and now I like using cars for an analogy. I might be the transmission, right? That's a big component in the operation of that motor vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Big A might be the tire. Now, even though without me, I'm a main component, even if I'm working at 100%, if Big A, if I ain't got no tires on that car, that motherfucker ain't going nowhere.
It's car,
you know what I'm saying?
Not car. It's car, not car. Car? What's a car?
It's car.
Car. You mean cargo? Car.
Let's get in the car and we going to the
bar. Nah, I'm messing with you, bro. Oh man. Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, man. It's like I use that analogy because it's like, all right, so for instance, the AC. Now, the AC is a luxury, right? But that car still operate, perform to its abilities, 100% of its abilities without that AC compressor work? Yes. You still can get to point A to point B without that AC.
Yep.
But you're just gonna be hot.
You better have you some ice cream, some ice sodas. You better be chewing on have something cold in that car.
You see what I'm saying? So
You're
it's
gonna be
it's
ready
it's
to fight at a red light.
exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody has a role. Everybody should have a role. Everybody should have a position. Everybody should be an asset. It don't matter how big or how small you think your contribution is, as long as you
Mhm.
contribute.
Yep.
And that's my
Yep.
whole thing. People like, oh, why he get this and I did this and I did that. Well, and how he get to
Hmm.
do this and do that? Well, how he get this much? It's
Yep.
like, bro, you overstepping. Play your fucking position. As long as everybody play their position, we all gonna eat.
We gonna eat.
Stop trying to be gluttonous with your greedy ass. You got enough to fucking make it to the next meal or the next day.
Hmm.
You greedy fuck. And that's
Yep.
people's problem. Motherfuckers is greedy.
Yeah.
You don't want just
Hey.
your plate. You want your plate. You want my plate. You want Big A plate. You want everybody's fucking plate. Why? You can't
Yeah.
even eat all this shit. You trying to save shit for tomorrow.
Yeah. So hey, let's go through a little process of how me and you be building in the background. It'll be some new information that we will have. I might have the information. Or better yet, Mr. CEO might have the information. He be like, man, here, I need to give you this information. I'll be like, no, I don't need that information yet. You learn that, you maximize that, you become master, whatever, then you teach me. You know what I'm saying? While other people be like, man, I need all that. Give me everything. I need to be great. No, man, because everybody can't handle. You know what I'm saying? It's you have a work overload before you know it. But trust in the process, man. You know what I'm saying? While I work on what I work on, then
Yep.
I can get back to you with the information that I have, and I can teach you. And you could teach me that information, and you just saved me a whole bunch of time on going down that rabbit hole, which we always talk about, and vice
Yep.
versa.
And
But
we do it all the time.
but if you greedy, you like, oh, he got one up on me. Let
Yep.
me, you know what I'm saying? Let me
Yep.
go, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, no, you know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I got to breaking some stuff down, which I probably should, I'm not. I mean, it give you a whole different insight on how things can run. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Stop being greedy. Get there. That's the DMX Lone Wolf. Yeah.
Yep. Stop being greedy.
Yeah.
Keep it real, partner. Get it to the knee.
Mm,
And he said
yeah.
that song was about Jay-Z.
Yeah. Yep.
And we all know anybody
Mhm.
from that era, if you know, you know.
Yep.
DMX was Def Jam. DMX
Hmm.
saved Def Jam. Let's keep it 100. He saved
Yeah.
Def Jam.
Yeah. Yep.
Jay-Z ain't shit. Fuck Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a leech. No, real shit. Fuck Jay-Z. And if I
Uh-huh.
ever meet him, I say that shit to it. Fuck that nigga. That he's not for his people, bro. He's worse than the fucking than the enemy, my nigga. He's worse.
Yeah.
For you to all right, for instance, this is why I say that. Because I
Hmm.
listened to this man's lyrics today with
Yeah.
a certain level of competency that I didn't have when I was younger as a teenager. And the
Yeah.
shit that he be saying and talking about, I'm like, wait a minute. This nigga know the shit that I'm like, how do you know this shit? And this is still how you choose to live your life and how you choose to use that information or that knowledge. You're not using
Yeah.
it to help your people or let alone even help your own.
Yeah.
You got family members that know that. I know somebody personally,
Yeah.
that their daughter is this nigga's what is she? Goddaughter? Goddaughter.
Yeah.
He don't do shit for her. She probably ain't never met the nigga.
Yeah. Probably never will.
Oh, but I take that back. Trini said she met
Yeah.
him back in the day. But anyway,
Oh.
it's like, yeah, he became the Godfather. But like, this is my point, bro. It's like, now, don't get me wrong. I get like, cause that kind of falls under what we talking about, right? You not, cut people off that don't mean you no good, right?
Yeah.
Cause just cause a motherfucker on TV or on, whatever, and saying that, oh, you know, uh, he didn't do nothing for me or this, that, and the third, woo, woo, woo. And the whole time it might be the total opposite. He might have was doing for you, but you weren't trying to do for yourself.
Hmm.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about just him as a man, bro. Like it's him, Puffy. It's the gatekeepers, if you will. I don't respect that as a man. If I want something from you, If I'm gonna take something from you, I'm gonna take it from you. I'm not doing no backdoor shit, no sneaky shit, no no snake shit, and then try to play the victim or play dumb when you get hip to what I did.
Mm-hmm.
He learned that from the enemy.
Yeah.
And see, the word devil means deceiver, right? So anyone who is a deceiver is a devil. That's what a devil is. So if I come to you and I know what my true intentions are, but I'm coming to you as if I'm coming as a friend. I'm coming with I'm extending the olive branch.
Yeah.
But in actuality, you have something that I want, but I can't. I'm too weak. I'm not strong enough, and I don't have the masculinity or the strength or the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't have the I'm just saying the strength. I don't have the strength to physically take it from you, right? To strong arm it from you. So I got to use my intellect. I got to use my word, my gift of gab. I got to use my intellect, right? I have to play on your emotions, right?
Yeah.
I have to gain your trust. So now instead of me taking it from you, you'll give it to me willingly.
Mm-hmm.
Those are more. Them people like that are more dangerous. I don't see, and this is what people don't understand. They be always looking out for the robbers and the motherfuckers that's coming to try to take it from you. No, them ain't the one. You can see them coming from a mile away. It's the ones that come with a smile on their face. It's the ones that come with the, I love you, or I care about you. That would play on your heartstrings and shit. Those are the ones you got to look out for, because them are the ones you never see coming, and they're usually family. Because
those are the ones that hurt you, the closest ones to you.
Yep. Because they're the only ones who can.
Yeah.
If you are outside, if you're a stranger, I will never let you close enough to me to where you can have the opportunity to even be in that position to hurt me or do me wrong. But the people that are close to me, right? They've been let in by default. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we assume, oh damn, this is my parents, or this is so and so, this it's family, this and that. Man, fuck all that, bro. Blood don't make us family. It makes us related.
Yeah.
We are related because we have the same name and the same blood, but that don't make us family. I have family who I'm not related to. They're of another nation, but that's my fucking family.
Yeah.
I would die for them and they would die for me. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's family. I don't give a fuck about what your last name is, or oh man, we grew up together, man. We ate, we shared the Frosted Flakes. Man, fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that shit. That's guilt tripping. That's in the past. It was what it was. Now it is what it is now.
Yep.
Where my cornflakes now, nigga? you talking about old shit, nigga? Where my cornflakes now, nigga?
Yeah.
Cause you got a whole bowl over there that you letting get soggy, and I'm starving.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. They'll sit and let that cereal get soggy, and they don't want that. Now you can't have none of this. I'm gonna eat it later. I'm gonna eat it. And don't ever eat shit. And I'm throwing it in the trash. And I see you do this shit again and again and again and again. And when I try to say, you know what, fuck you, and I go get my own fucking cornflakes. Now you mad.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
So you see what? Because
I don't
you
need you no more.
Yep.
You can't use the position I'm in to benefit you. You can't capitalize off of my position I'm in now. I'm down and out. So you trying to capitalize. You kicking me while I'm down. And you got your foot on, not just kicking me, you got your foot on my neck, so I can't get the fuck back up.
Yep.
Because by you standing on me, it makes you look taller. It gets you standing on my neck. But as soon as I step out from under your ass and let you fall on your fucking face, now you back to reality.
Mm-hmm.
Now you back 4'8". You can't see shit. But that's where you're supposed to be. Because that's your level. And that's how it go, bro. But back to the topic. We done went over, man. We done went over like we always do.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. It's your fault.
Going there.
It's always your fault.
I take accountability.
Yeah. I guess you making up for ending the library the other day, huh?
Why you gotta bring up bullshit? I literally just said, let the past stay in the past. We dealing with the present, so we can have a different future. And you bringing up old shit.
Yeah.
God damn, ain't nobody say shit in the comments about it. They probably never forgot it. Now you bring that shit.
Don't mind me, man. That's my ADHD, man.
But nah, but on a serious note, bro, what I want everybody to take away from this, man, is that your success. Don't never let anybody persuade you or manipulate you into viewing yourself or viewing yourself through their eyes. I'm gonna say it like that. Don't allow someone else to manipulate you to start viewing yourself through their eyes, because you know who the fuck you are.
Yep.
You know who you are. Who gives a fuck what people think about you? You know who the fuck you are.
Even if you don't, deep down, you do.
You do. If you a bitch ass nigga, you know you a bitch ass nigga. If you solid, you know you solid. If you a liar, you know you a fucking liar.
Big fact.
If you loyal, you know it. You know it.
Yep.
Nobody needs to tell you. You don't need validation. The fuck are you looking for validation? And that's how people get you too. Stop looking for validation from other people. That's how you get manipulated. Yeah. I need his or her approval.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. You know who the fuck you are, and you determine who you are. You determine your value.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, but I will say this, man. If you, I promise my daughter I stop cussing, man. So I gotta stop. But if you, can you say it for me? B nigga, you know what I'm saying? If you one of them, man, you ain't got to be one your whole life now. You know what I'm saying? You can, you just.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. What the fuck is you talking about? Yes, you do. The fuck? Yes, the fuck you do. If that's what you are, then that's what you gonna die. You were born a bitch, you gonna die a bitch. With your bitch ass.
Yo, hey, all right.
Come on, it's been at work. We uncut over here, baby. We gonna tell it like it is, and it's just real. That's just real, bro.
Yeah, but
that's why you laugh, because you know it's true. If you were born a bitch ass nigga, that will never change. That is who you are.
That's the first step in recognizing and trying to make the change, is recognizing you one of them. Okay, I recognize. Okay, I'm one of them. Okay, I can see these signs. It's starting to kick in. It's starting. Okay, I need to capitalize and start working on this, man. They can turn it down a bit. You know what I'm saying? Or stay secluded. You don't think so?
They can do. You know what the best
thing
they
gotta hide. They need to learn how to hide. That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
no. And that's the problem, because they be hiding. Don't hide it. Don't fucking hide it. Wear that badge with honor. I'm a bitch ass nigga. Let motherfuckers know from jump. So now, because to think about it, this protects them too. Because now can't nobody come at you and be like, "Oh, you bitch ass nigga." I told you I was a bitch ass nigga. That's your dumb ass. You chose to still fuck with me, nigga. So that's on you. And if a motherfucker, if they take accountability, they're gonna be like, "Damn, he right. He did tell me he was a bitch ass nigga."
Mm-hmm.
You know what, bro? You right, bro. That's on me.
No. Hey, you right. But that's why
that's why I say accountability, bro. Accountability will free you from a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the fact that you saying that kind of gives you a different level of it. If you can sit up there and tell somebody, yes, I am this, then I would have a lot more respect for you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you could just, say that, okay, now I can maneuver and understand, even though I already understand prior to, but like, you can respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing. We all know a real nigga gonna see a bitch ass nigga. I can smell his ass coming from around the corner. I smell some bitchness around. You smell that? You smell like a bitch. He just came around and his bitch ass right there. We can smell it. So once you approach and you look, yep, it's me. You smell my bitch ass. You're like, okay, but it's like, I can't. What can you do at that point?
No, but I'm saying, like,
I can't fault you because you were honest.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you, It's like, you be dealing with somebody and then they be like, wait, hold on, let me remind you. I am one of them. All right. You like, oh yeah, okay. I can respect that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Move around.
And
Let me
that's
move
bro. That I
around.
swear that bro, you just explained me
Yeah.
to the T. Samurai can tell you probably better than anybody else, bro. That is my biggest pet peeve is niggas
Yeah.
who fraud ass niggas, bro. It's
Yep.
no point of trying to pretend to be something that you not because what you end up
Hmm.
doing is you. So I, for instance, I ain't gonna put the nigga out there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It was a situation, you know, I'm trying to not to do that. Basically, it was a situation. Nigga was presenting himself to be something that he wasn't. Opportunity
Hmm.
arose for him to stand on business and to be the person or the
Okay.
man who he claimed to be, and he
Hmm.
didn't. He didn't show up. Right.
Yeah.
So it kind of disappointed me. But now looking back, I was more so disappointed myself for believing in this nigga, knowing what he really was. Right.
Hmm.
Like I said, I can smell it on them. But I was hoping that, maybe, I don't know, in the movies, you be a bitch and then you go on this journey and then you go through all this, trauma or whatever. You go through all these trial tribulations and then, it makes a man out of you. And in the end, you get brave and you take that leap of faith and you're like, wow, yeah. And then it didn't happen.
Hmm.
It didn't happen. And I end up having so it's like, that's my thing, bro. Is a counter fucking Billy. Just be real, bro. Be honest, because in the end, it's gonna come out any fucking way.
Yep.
It's gonna come out anyway. So just be
Yep.
upfront with this shit. And it's not just bitch ass niggas, women too. Just be upfront. If
Uh-huh.
everybody be upfront, bro, a lot of the shit that be going on wouldn't happen. Hey,
Yep.
look, I don't really like you. I'm broken. I want your money, nigga.
And this is
Hey,
what I'm willing to do
well,
for
I
it.
don't really like you either, bitch. I
Yep.
want some pussy. Okay, cool.
Yep.
You get what you want.
Hmm.
I get what I want. There's no confusion.
Yep.
But if you come in, oh baby, I love you so much, baby. Oh baby, I love you too, baby. And then you get what you want, and then it's like she's getting what she want, but then you want more, and then she want more, and it's like, well, wait a minute,
Uh-huh.
then it's issues.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man, we've been rambling like shit, man.
Yeah, bro. Yep. Wayne Moon getting on my beat. Oh, man, I can't. My daughter said I can't cuss, man. God, dog. Wayne Moon giving me the blues, boy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you
Hey, but
listen on him, yeah.
mm-hmm. Yep.
But yeah, man. Like Wayne said, man. Yeah, man. Wayne, it's like you expect, because it's like as a man thinketh, so shall he be, right?
Yep.
So if you think that you a solid ass nigga, then you gonna be that, right? But these niggas
Mm-hmm.
don't think they solid. They pretending to be solid. They pretending to be real. Pretending to be honorable. They not.
Yep.
They not. They're projecting something that they wish they were, not realizing that they could be it. You could be that. But like I say, if you were born a bitch ass nigga, you gonna die one.
Nah,
No,
but
hear me
okay.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out. Because some niggas are they're bitch ass niggas, but they weren't born bitch ass niggas. They were made bitch ass niggas. Whether it was
Mhm.
they traumatized ass mother that never got therapy and just treated him like shit because he reminded of his dad, or there's different variables that
Well,
turn you
let me
into a
say
bitch ass
this.
nigga.
As a man,
Right.
I believe every man has a little bit in him.
Yes.
But this is, I swear, I believe that. Growing as a child, as a child, that is where it's the biggest, and
Yep.
it is the men in your life that check that. And if you
Exactly.
don't have anybody to check that, it just grows and festers and festers and
Yep.
festers. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, all of us had it in us at one point in time till you got that real live check from that adult as a child. Do you know what I'm saying? Or
But
you
you
had
got. I ain't
brothers,
trying to be funny, Big
or
A,
you
but
had
this
what's up? What's up?
This what I mean. This what I'm saying. And you're right though. You're right. But to piggyback on it, this is what I'm saying. You got weak men who are created, and you have weak men who are born. The weak men who are, I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna end it with this. The weak men who are born are men who come from a lineage of bitch ass niggas. I'm talking about all the way back to fucking Judas. The fucking Iscariot, okay? I'm talking about all the way back to the first bitch nigga. The first snitch bitch nigga that ever existed. You descend from that. You descend from that lineage, that blood, that's your bloodline, right? You have those type of niggas. Then you have men who could go, what's good? You got men who can go either way, right? Young men who are born, children are born, and they can go either way, but they don't have that guidance. They don't have those masculine males in their life to teach them how to be a man and tell them, man, wipe that shit off, man, put some dirt on that cut, man, you be all right. You know what I'm saying? They don't have that. You know what I mean? So they grow up in an environment, a feminine environment, which what the fuck do you expect him to be other than a bitch? He was raised around nothing but bitches. And when I say bitches, not saying women, I'm talking about bitches. It's the difference between women and bitches.
That's what I'm saying.
He grew up around bitches.
I saw a video. That's what I'm saying. I saw a video the other day, and let me give you in detail. It was a mother. She had 3 kids, and they were all in the back seat of the car or standing outside, and she had the camera on them. And she said, one of the kids, it was 2 brothers. They jumped on another kid behind their sister, which is understandable. But when they went to saying how they did it and everything, I said, oh, that's the mother coming out of them right there. The whole way to enactment and everything, that's the mother. Now, look, when they grow up and they become a man, they're going to have all those mother tendencies. Not even just the mother tendencies, the feminine like tendencies, the way they handle their business when it gets aggressive is going to be, and did type deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what I'm saying. So it's not the fact that they ain't gonna get out there and do all this other stuff, but it's certain things that you can tell who was the primary influence in their life when it comes to the sex. Was it a female or a male that had the most influence over them?
Yep. Bro, I could tell how a nigga walk, bro. I could tell the nigga walk. And then like I say, what was I watching? I seen something the other day. That video last night where they was like, guys said, Tim, two guys. Now, you tell me what this sound like to you. 2 men. That's like me and you traveling 6 hours to go try a food truck.
Yeah.
And then we do a review. We sit in the car and we eat it and we do a review. And the way these niggas was talking, the shit they was saying and how they was, I'm just like, I don't know.
They together.
You hear me? Cause I'm not, Big A called me and be like, hey man, I'm trying to go, it's this food truck, man. I'm like, oh, for real? I'm thinking it's down the street.
Yeah, what else?
You like, oh, it's like 6 hours away. I'm gonna look at you funny.
Yeah, you like, wait, hold on.
Nigga, you want to ride with me 6 hours to go eat, nigga? Like, the fuck? Nigga, we go to Whataburger and then go get back to the money. What the fuck? Who the fuck has to go 6 hours to go eat, nigga? Like, what the fuck? Now, don't get me wrong. Now, if they making money off the content, that's their thing or whatever, cool. But I'm just saying, the way they was talking, the way he was like, oh my God, this is the burrito tacos. I'm like, I don't know, player. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But that's this generation, bro. They different. I work with children, right? So I had a young guy.
It ain't even the children, it's the parents, huh?
But he ain't got no dad in his life.
Okay.
He was cutting up, you know what I'm saying? I got on his ass. I guess he thought, because, it was my job. I guess he thought I wasn't going, So, when I took him home, he hopped out the van. I'm like, nah, come on, I'm going with you. And he live in the trenches.
Yeah.
Annapolis. He live in the trenches. And he looked, he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm walking you to your door. I'm about to talk to your peoples. You thought I was bullshitting?
Yeah.
You got me fucked up. So you gonna learn, you don't know who I am, you gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today.
We get up to the house, right? Now, the people you want to laugh, but I wasn't going to do it, but, you know, I just had to let them know that, you know, I'm not playing. So we get to the door. So his mother come to the door. Young girl, you know what I'm saying? So she looking me up and down and shit. I'm like, Oh, I said, you know, fucked up, nigga. Your mother like me too? You know, fucked up. So she, oh, hey. I said, yeah, you know, I'm the driver, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just letting you know your son, you know, he was cutting up on the bus and shit. You know, I don't play that shit. So, you know, because I had talked to his grandfather before. And the grandfather, oh, you what'd he say? He was like, he said, oh man, you know better, you apologize. He was like, no, I'm not apologizing. And then the grandfather looked at me. I said, nigga, he don't respect you. You's an old bitch. He don't fucking respect you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck? I would never tell my what? So long story short, so the boy mother was like, oh yeah, he know better and this and that. I'm thinking, bitch, he don't know better, because if he knew better, he wouldn't be doing this shit.
Yep.
He need a fucking daddy in his life.
The only reason why that man said that was because you was standing right there. You wouldn't have said nothing.
He wouldn't have said shit.
Yep.
With his old bitch ass. So so I was like, oh, all right. I said, yeah. I said, matter of fact, take my number down. And she was like, oh, okay. So I'm looking at him and shit, because he looking at his mother like, why the fuck she looking at this nigga like, because she want to fuck me, nigga. So I told her, so you know what I told him the next day? Because was he the first? No. Is he the first? I can't remember, but it was just him on the van, right?
No, you didn't. I know you didn't.
Yes, the fuck I did. Yes, the fuck I did.
No,
I said, look, you keep fucking with me, you keep cutting up on this goddamn van, I'm gonna fuck your mother.
Yeah.
Katrina right here, she can tell you. If you think I'm bullshitting, I said, I will fuck your mother, and I will make sure your bitch ass is up on time, because I'm tired of waiting for you. You should be already ready for school when I pull up. You should be outside waiting for me, nigga.
Man. Yeah.
So I'll get up in the morning, slap the shit out you, get your ass up, wash your face and ass, brush your teeth, get dressed. I got your breakfast sandwich for you. Now, when I get back in 2 hours to come pick your bitch ass up, you better be fucking ready.
Oh, damn.
I ain't had no more problems out of them.
I just knew you were fixing to say that, man, because I would have, man, what?
Because this the thing, bro. And that's the thing, bro. These niggas don't have, and this the one I was talking about. He had a bonnet on one day. I was like, boy, you don't take that shit off here. But boys can wear bonnets. No, the fuck they don't. That's your mama, your ratchet ass sisters wear bonnets, nigga. You ain't never seen, what nigga you seen in your hood that got a fucking bonnet on if he ain't a straight masculine man walking around with a fucking bonnet on his head?
Yeah.
He got quiet and shit. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck is you talking about? And this is how these effeminate homosexual men are created. They're around nothing but unruly bitches. They ain't around women. Because if they were around women would be going to the extremes to find a man. Those are the moms. Those are women who know their dad ain't shit. They made a poor decision in choosing a man. So they trying to find the coach, you know, maybe the football coach. He can be a mentor. You know, the guy at church or you know, my coworker. He works with the Boys and Girls Club. Maybe I can get him in. They looking for masculinity to push their son up under.
Yeah.
Bitches is trying to push the masculinity away from their son.
Yeah.
Don't tell my son what to do. You can't talk to him. Don't discipline my child. Well, bitch, if it doesn't happen now, he's gonna end up in the system, and the system gonna discipline his ass. And they not gonna have no heart for him. They ain't gonna show no remorse. He gonna get ate the fuck alive. So if you do care and love your son and care about him, bitch, this is the best thing for you to do. Is to find the most masculine, the hardest motherfucking man you can find. Please, I will pay you. I'm willing to pay you. Please save my son.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne won't say be careful. Innocence is different. I think all right, so innocence is being having fear or scared of something or whatever, and that's okay. Your innocence is something that you're not afraid of. I mean, that you haven't experienced. But then how you react is more than that is determined by who influences you. Like if a baby falls on the ground and you stand there and look at the baby get ready to cry, and you don't say nothing, you have a straight face, that baby gonna straighten up and be like, okay. But when that baby hit the ground and then you feed into that, what you say, bro, what is it called? The whatever it's called, you know what I'm saying? and you be like, oh, and then the baby look at you and then get to crying. Now the
Mm-hmm.
baby is feeding into the, and then this Dre said yesterday, and it's a saying, and I need to be practicing this stuff right now because I'm not feeding the right wolf. But he's like, man, you got a good wolf and a bad wolf. Which one survives? The one that you feed. You know what I'm saying? And I had told Dre that years ago too. You know what I'm saying? And it just came. He came back and hit me in the head with it yesterday. So yeah, man. So that's one of them things. You feeding that the one on the left or the one on the right, and I think that's where where we can that's where it counted. Well, let's see what else we got. Um, yeah, in due time, the truth is revealed one way or another. The system protects,
Yeah.
yeah, so they can control real ones. Yeah, say what's
And
going to
that's what's
listen,
going
huh?
on. That's what's going
Yeah,
on. That's literally what's going on.
yeah,
You got the weak telling the strong what to do but this is the issue. We we physically strong, but we have to be just
yeah.
as mentally strong as we are physical. And that's the only
Hmm.
fucking reason that they are in position of power and telling us what the fuck to do.
Yep.
Because they have
Yep.
other men who are strong, right?
Hmm.
Physically, but don't have the mental.
Yep. Hmm.
So we got it, and that's my goal. I'm trying to get the youngins to not only focus on the physical, but also focus on the mental. Because and this goes to show that because what controls the body?
Hmm.
What controls the body?
Yeah.
The mind.
Well.
So what makes more sense? What muscle are you should you be more concerned with growing and building?
Yeah.
Your brain. Because
Hmm.
if your mind controls your body, then if you have a strong mind, naturally you're going to have a strong body.
Hmm.
You can't show me a fit person that's weak minded.
Yeah. No.
They don't go together.
Usam, you right. You right. Um. Yeah, man. You can. There's a thin line with certain stuff, but it is a thin line. But gotta be careful not to traumatize the innocent. It's a balance. We have to learn. Uh, I can't read because of the S sign. The stop the edge loop.
Now I'm gonna tell you
The
this,
S
awesome.
sign.
I agree and I disagree with that. I agree
Yeah.
to a certain extent because as a man, that's what makes you a man is you being able to
Mhm.
take trauma,
Mhm.
being
Mhm.
able to deal with trauma and be under trauma and still be able to execute and do what you need to do.
Yep.
That's
Everybody
what
don't get a
separates men.
trophy.
Yep.
Everybody does not get a trophy, man. And being able to, the strongest men are the ones that know how to deal with loss and know how to
Literally.
deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot that comes with a loss. And I'm talking about from a young age playing sports, not achieving that goal that they wanted to have and knowing that they got to work harder.
Exactly.
When you feed into that, like it's okay, you can go do something else. You can go do this and this and that. Man, look, this life is built off of obstacles that you have to overcome. That's just all it is at the end of the day. You cannot be great if you have nothing to overcome. The reason why we here in America, as far as America is concerned, is because of all types of obstacles that all different types of coaches and everything had to overcome to get over here. The reason why, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these things happen, or the reason why we got the laws or shoot, civil rights. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be no civil rights if there wasn't anything that they had to fight for.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You like, bro, like that's just what it is, man. Like, bro, you would have never, you would have never tried your hand at whatever you tried your hand at to get out there, whether it's the streets or not, if you wasn't in a position where you needed money.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So when we start creating these crutches and doing all this other stuff, I had a homeboy that his pop had his pops in his life, his whole, you know what I'm saying? We would be outside doing what we doing. He'd be outside building fences with his dad and the whole nine. He went off and did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Business owner, got a couple of businesses in the whole nine. He had the reason being he had some guidance in the whole nine, but at the same time, the obstacles that he chose to overcome put him in that position. Like you don't just you just don't go through life and then all of a sudden you just successful. It don't happen like that. It just don't. So, you know, as a child, like creating certain situations that they have to come out of, that they need to learn how to figure out without a crutch. You need to be there. You know, the overseeing is a lot different than, you know, being a crutch. You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
But yeah, man, we've been on here too goddamn long, man. We about to be 2 hours.
Yeah, man. But you know what it is, man. Been another hard day, man. Putting in them hours. Man.
Oh, okay. He meant drama, not trauma. He meant drama.
Oh, yeah, trauma. Yeah, I took it a whole nother.
Yeah, I did too. My bad. If that's the case, then we agree 100%. We on the same.
Damn, man. Oh, wait. Oh, you know what I'm saying? My bad. Yeah, man.
This was a good one. I done came out my shirt, man. I got me all hot, man. I mean, fucking hollering and screaming shit. Tired of these bitch ass. Look, you're trying to talk about ain't nothing new.
You done burn some calories, boy.
Yeah. Got me over here sweating and shit, hollering and screaming. But yeah, man. But I'm gonna end it with this, man. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your purpose, whatever your purpose in life is. If you haven't figured that out, you need to figure it out. Once you figure that out, bro, don't let nobody, because you didn't come here to please other people. You think that you came back to this fucking hellhole for you to make other people happy? You can't make nobody happy. Your happiness comes from within. Don't be trying to fit nobody's narrative. Don't be trying to be the best version of you for somebody else. Be the best version of you for you, and then the people around you will benefit from that. I'm done, man. I'm done before I start going into something else.
Yeah, bro.
But y'all be safe, man. The sun done came out. We out here cooking now and shit. And I got hot as shit. It was raining cold earlier. Now it's hot. That's probably why I'm getting naked. I'm like, why it's so fucking hot?
Man.
Come on, I gotta take something.
Yeah, man. You know what it is. We yeah, yes, sir. So, man, we appreciate all y'all hanging out with us today, man. From kicking it with us with the no decaf, and then going over the elevated, and now we here, man. But it's the end of the day for us, man. You know, well, I got other work to do. So do you, Mr. CEO.
Always.
Yeah, it don't stop, man. But till the next time, man, we're going to catch up with y'all in the AM. Y'all stay slim, and we out.
Peace.
Yeah. Beat drop slow, head not flow. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sack it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Started with Boogeyman, ghost in the chain. Locked in the game, never moved for fame. Old mountain lions run deep in the flame. Sock about the fire, Michonne brought the name. Then came Fat Boy, muscle in the frame. Man, hard, put respect on the name. Shotgun smooth, but the work insane. Sugar sweet jit, but a bite ain't tame. Kiki in the back, had a game in the veins. Gatorade heavy, ran it straight through the rain. Red Ninja close, watch him work in the lane. Renegade rider can't hold that chain. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Sock it from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breed for clout, we breed for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die. Ain't no luck, just grit and grind. Every dog here put work in time. Lady Rage got that fire in her eyes. Red alert taught us how to recognize signs. Blood heavy like a 2-ton chain. Everything proven, no need to explain. They asked what's in it, that yellow campaign. Built off real, we don't fake no strain. Second with the flame, Michonne lit the wick. If you know, then you know that line too slick. From the field to the show, every move so thick you can't blueprint this. It's the legacy pick. Blood don't lie, it's that old yellow line. Second from the south, Michonne on the rise. Boogeyman bark, leave a mark every time. We don't breathe for clout, we breathe for spine. DNA thick, can't clone this pride. That Shogun blood, yeah, the legends don't die.